All right, so yesterday I posted a video on disassociation. It was a duet video with another doctor who was giving all of the neurological and neurochemical responses to disassociation. And one of the problems with having a doctorate or having a master's in psychology is that we pay a lot of money for really expensive, fancy, exciting words, and we get very excited when we get to use those words. Except that we forget that, like, not everybody else went to doctor school and doesn't necessarily study neuroscience or understand how all the neurotransmitters work. So here's what she's basically saying is, evolutionarily speaking, our brains are trying to protect us from ourselves. And when we experience a heightened level of agitation, there's a tendency for the heart to beat so fast, blood pressure to go up so fast that, evolutionarily, literally fear and anxiety could kill us. So our brain developed these stopgaps to keep you from basically expiring from freaking out. And one effect that happens is that your brain has cannabidiol receptors. Yes, that's basically the same thing as cannabis. It naturally occurs in the brain. And that will help to calm you down. But it also, if you're not ready for it, you're not anticipating it, you're not welcoming it, can create depersonalization, dissociation, kind of a lightheaded, fuzzy feeling like you're not really connected with your body. The second thing that happens is that your brain literally shuts down all the thinking stuff and goes into a reactive state. That's our sympathetic nervous system, where it's basically the fight or flight system, as opposed to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxed, happily functioning system that we try to stay in. And the third thing that she talked about was that our brain, when we are experiencing a heightened pain response, will actually release natural opioids. That's the same stuff that you would get from the doctor if you were in pain, like a pain pill. So basically, your brain can produce its own cannabis, your brain can produce its own narcotics, and it can also switch you off when you are overwhelmed. And this is kind of where disassociation comes from. And there's lots of different ways to combat that. I actually love cognitive diffusion as a means to do that, because we can take all the thoughts that we're experiencing, pull them down, and look at them without attaching value to them, without attaching anxiety or fear, or whether it's a good or bad thought. And this is a process. It's a long process, but it's basically the process of slowly rewiring the brain to interpret the information that we're getting from the outside world differently, so that we don't experience the dissociative effects, because those can be very upsetting and also damaging to ourselves in many, many ways. So I hope that helps.